What up? What up? What's good, everybody? It's your man's Ken Jackson. It's the Ken Jackson Experience coming to you live this morning. Another daily rant. World is going crazy still. It's a beautiful day outside, though, so I hope everybody's day has started off awesome, like mine has. And back to work. Today is back to work day. Still doing a little bit of trucking and been sitting on my ass for about a week now. But I'm going to roll out tonight and make a couple of trips the rest of the week as I continue my journey to getting off the hamster wheel. I can't wait. Can't wait. Planning a permanent camping trip here pretty soon. But that's neither here nor there. Hopefully, within the next few weeks, I'll be able to end my trucking career permanently and just be with y'all talking every day from wherever I may be. All right. So anyway, excuse me. I wanted to share a couple of things with y'all. You know, there's a lot of reasons I tell people be careful when you come to Florida because you can get yourself messed up down here. Florida is nothing to be played with. And a lot of people come down here playing around, playing games, thinking that you can just walk around oblivious to what's going on around you. And they don't realize here in Florida, we have wild animals everywhere. But we have snakes, we have all types of exotic reptiles and bugs and stuff. But the number one danger here in Florida is alligators. And yesterday or the day before yesterday, an 85-year-old woman was killed by an alligator out walking her freaking dog. You know what? I'm just going to play the video. They did identify her finally. And look at that. We have these roaming around here. All right. So the alligator's trying to take her dog. Let the fucking dog go. That's what I say. I'm not trying to fight no alligator for my dog. If an alligator comes up out the lake or pond and snatches little crumb snatcher, whatever his or her name might be, it's okay. The alligator can have it. I can always get another dog. I ain't about to fight no gator for no dog. Now it's a damn shame because now the alligator's dead. For what? For doing what alligators do? She was invading his territory and got her ass killed. And don't get me wrong, my condolences to her family, but can't be fighting alligators for dogs. dogs are expendable. That's my opinion. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to fight no damn alligator or snake. I mean, because we got some big ass snakes down here too. And I'm not about to fight any snakes, alligators, or any types of wild animals to save my dog. But that happened yesterday here in Fort Pierce. It hasn't happened in a while. I think a few months back, there was an older guy, same thing, walking his dog, got taken by an alligator. And hey, let me tell you something. Shit happens, but you got to be careful. It wouldn't happen if you pay attention to what's going on around you. Let the dogs go, y'all. A lot of pets come up missing around here, especially if you live near a body of water. They tell us that in every body of standing water in the state of Florida, there's probably an alligator in it, at least one. So just understand that they exist. Now, I got friends up in Jersey that tell me all the time about the freaking bears. That's another thing. Bears will eat you. So if you live in one of these places where there's wild animals running around, please be careful, and especially watch the kids. Watch the kids. We don't let our kids run around the lake, and especially unsupervised and shit like that. Because there's a lake out behind my brother's place through the woods, and there's a few alligators in it. We've seen them. We go back there fishing sometimes. It's been a while since I've been personally, but there are definitely gators in the lake. And we're careful because gators are hungry, I think, all the time. But anyway, that's that. What else is going on? It's just crazy. Have you heard this chick? I don't even want to play any video with this chick, but Marjorie Taylor Greene. The other day, she said out loud that if she were black, she would be proud of the Confederate monuments because it would the Confederate monuments would let her know how far we've come, how much progress we've made here in America. How crazy does that shit sound? Now check, and you have all these Republicans and all these Confederate sympathizers talking about leave the monuments up because y'all are trying to erase history, blase, 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 blase. Listen, shut the fuck up. Museums are built to preserve history. I'm going to say that again. Museums are built to preserve history. Now, the problem here in this country is that we just allow bullshit to permeate throughout society. We just allow people's emotions and feelings to guide our lawmakers in the stupid decisions that they always make, and allowing all types of shit to just pass. It's crazy. Listen, the South lost the war. You lost. The Confederacy lost the war. You don't get to fly your flags and monuments on state buildings and property. You don't get to here, I'll give you this example. Just imagine if the United States or any of the Eastern European countries allowed Nazi monuments to stand. Think about that. Jewish people would have a fucking fit. There would be riots in the streets because Jews would not stand for that shit. And I don't blame them. You don't lose a war and then get to put monuments up to your heroes. That's what museums are for. It's not erasing history because we tear down these monuments from the Confederacy. They don't deserve to be up. They lost. The Union won. Put up Union monuments. But we don't put up monuments to a group of insurrectionists who literally tried to take over the United States. They tried to overthrow the United States government. Now, a lot of you, I know most of you, none of you can actually relate to it because none of us were alive back then. But it's just war fighting 101. If you lose, you don't get to put up monuments. Fuck that. Put them in a museum. I have no problem with Confederate monuments or Nazi monuments or any type of monuments from past history to be in a museum, because that's what museums are for. So think about that. Think about the bullshit they're trying to sell when they say we're trying to erase history because we want the monuments torn down. No, that's bullshit. You want to go look at your Confederate monuments and statues and learn about your Confederate heroes? Go to a Confederate museum. Go to an American history museum. Because that's what museums are for. I'll say it one more time. That's what museums are for. I'm so sick of hearing the bullshit on the news every day. You know, the news media, both sides, liberal, conservative, Republican, Democrat, whatever you want to call it. You know, the news media is evil. Evil as hell. Every day, all you hear is about the negativity, the heartache and pain, the destruction and warfare and everything that's horrible that's going on in the world. That's all you hear on the news. You rarely get a good story on the news that makes you feel good, makes you feel optimistic about anything. Isn't that sad? That's real sad, isn't it? I just don't understand why. Well, no, I take that back. I do understand why, because it's profitable. People are evil. People really are. I watched a video yesterday. I'm not going to mention the name because it is a person that I know. But he was talking about, and I'm going to say this word so white people don't get all up in the uproar. He was talking about real niggas. Think about that. What the hell is a real nigga? I know what a real nigga is in my definition. But he was talking about how snitching is just a part of the game now. I mean, it's like there's no such thing as honor among thieves. There's no more gangster code. Snitches are truly relevant right now because snitching is profitable. Snitching is very profitable. Snitching has always been profitable. If you were a snitch and you snitched for money or you snitched or get a reduced sentence or whatever, yeah, it's always been profitable. And now, and don't get me wrong, I think it's absolutely wrong for you to be telling on people that you committed crimes with. If you were involved in the crime, then you need to be keeping your mouth shut. You don't need to be telling on everybody else. Not unless you're planning on going to jail with everybody else. If you're going to go to prison with everybody else, then by all means, snitch. But don't snitch to get out of going to prison. What kind of gangster are you? But dude was talking about real niggas. Now, first of all, anybody who calls himself a nigga of any type, in my opinion, is dumb as fuck. Because it's niggas that are the problem in the black community. Really. Niggas are the problem in the black community. Not stand-up, law-abiding, tax-paying black folks. Niggas. Think about that. I want you to think about that next time you go outside your door in the black community and you see these knuckleheads on the block selling dope, doing whatever they do, hustling, talking about they love their hood so much, and they're doing what they gotta do. You don't gotta do any of that bullshit. That's a cop-out. It's lazy. And it's just, again, it's just bullshit. You don't have to do any of that. I hear guys talking about the police are plotting, the feds are plotting against them and this. That's because you're out here committing crimes. You're out here in these streets bringing harm to your own damn people, to your own damn community. What kind of sense does that make? None whatsoever. I don't understand it. I'm talking to all you gangsters out there right now. If you love your hood so much, stop selling dope to your own people. Stop hustling your own people. Fight your so-called enemy. Take the battle to your so-called enemy. I'm not advocating any violence, y'all. But I'm saying, if you're claiming somebody else is your enemy, why are you at home killing your own people? Explain that to me. Why do I have to worry about somebody who looks like me every time I walk out the door? If I go out into the black community, I got to worry about a nigga doing something to me, taking what I have, or attempting to take what I have. Because let me tell you something. You ain't taking what I got if it's valuable to me. But material things aren't valuable to me at all. So, hey, if you feel like you got to steal it, you can have it. Because I can always buy some more or buy another. I don't have to steal. I don't have to hustle. And I came up in the same damn community as a lot of you, under the same damn conditions. So when you're out here talking about you doing what you have to do, I'm not trying to hear none of that bullshit. And some of you may disagree, and that's okay. We will agree to disagree. You cannot blame your personal failure on your blackness. You can't blame your personal failures on your environment. Not anymore. Because we have too much access to knowledge now. We have too much access to resources that will allow us to rise above. Yeah, I hear you. A lot of you saying, oh, everybody doesn't have that access, Ken. Everybody doesn't have the ability to do this or do that. It takes money to do that. And we don't have the money to do this or that or the other. It's bullshit. All it takes is desire and education. Educate yourself. Get out here and learn what you need to learn. Don't say it can't be done. I've seen way too many guys out here and girls, men, women out here learning the things that they need to learn to improve their situations. If you're smart enough, or if you think you're intelligent enough or cunning enough to create a master criminal plan, then you can put that same damn effort into learning how to do things the right way. Think about that. But you niggas in the streets spend way too much time learning how to do crime, learning how to do things ass backwards and totally wrong, because you think you have to do what you got to do just to live, just to survive. Think about it. If you put all the fucking energy you put into learning how to sell drugs, you can just take those same principles that you're learning and apply it to a different product, a legal product. You can get out here in the streets and build these networks of criminal activities, but then you turn around and tell me that you can't make it legally in this society? Seriously? You spend your entire life hiding from the system, bucking the system, trying to stay out of the system, only to get caught up in destroying your life and then blaming the system. How can you blame a system that you're not a part of? Knock off the bullshit, people. And I'm talking to black people right now. I'm not talking to niggas. I'm talking to black people, because niggas ain't going to pay attention. But if you truly want to see some change in your community, got to knock off the bullshit. Stop co-signing the dumb shit that you see right before your eyes every day. Stop being scared of these fools out here in the streets, because they can't do anything to you that you can't do to them. Think about that. You got to stop being afraid. Take your streets back. You paying taxes. You're working hard every day. But you're going to let some ignorant ass nigga in the streets determine your path? Seriously? Knock it off. Stop it. That's my daily rant. I'm your man's Ken Jackson. Tune in Sunday right here on YouTube and on Facebook, Crazy Baby TV World. We're going to be talking about them relatives that's always minding your business. Mind your damn business and stay out of mine. All right. I'll catch y'all Sunday, 5 p.m. I am out. Peace.